Welcome to the latest Motley Fool scoreboard. I'm on Unchockable, and we've got longtime fools Tyler Crow and Matt Frankel giving a 1 to 10 rating to a top 200 Moneyball database stock. It's payroll processor, automatic data processing, better known as ADP, ticker symbol ADP. Talk about the strength of ADP's business first, including factors like industry and competition. 10's invincible, a 1 is hopeless. Tyler's at an 8. Matt, you're at a 7.
Yeah, this is a massive business. It's got a 75-year history. It serves more than 1 million clients and over 78 million of their employees. They offer products for businesses of all sizes, strong history of innovation. They're one of the first with a digital payments app for payroll, for example. But this is a really large business, and I see it as having more potential to be disrupted than to grow from here.
Yeah, I give it an 8. I mean, what's not to love about a sticky professional services company with a 92% client retention rate and a 25% return on invested capital? I would say really the only knock against it is being it's a mature industry and it's also intensely competitive to win stuff. And that's like the worst I can say about it.
Right on. For management, a 10 is Warren Buffett, a 1 is Homer Simpson. This time they flip-flop. Tyler's at a 7. Now, Matt, you're at an 8.
Yeah, Tyler's going to talk a little bit more about CEO Maria Black, who's relatively new to the role. But I love CEOs that come up through the ranks. I mean, Progressive and GM are two of my favorite stocks, and their CEOs both started at the bottom. So I don't see it as a big negative. They have a very deep bench. For example, the chief administrative officer started in the 90s. Their CFO has been in leadership at the company for over 2 decades. They have a very impressive board. So I gave it an 8.
I went 7, and actually I too gave bonus points for her kind of rising through the ranks. It's just that she became the CEO in 2023, and so there's a pretty short tenure of leadership and executive, decisions at that level that I knocked at a point. And I have to do my shtick and say that the management pay package pretty lines up well with investor outcomes compared to other things that are out there.
Financials, 10 is a fortress, 1 is yikes. You're in agreement at 8, Matt.
Yeah, I give it an 8 because, strong balance sheet. They have a 46% gross margin, a 20% net margin over the past 4 quarters. It's a strong and well-covered dividend payer. No major issues, but nothing really major to get excited about. Growth is my biggest concern financially, and margins could start to get under pressure. As Tyler mentioned, this is a competitive space.
Yeah, it as well. And I think people that look at the balance sheet for the first time might think it's a little funky, but that's because the majority of its assets are cash it holds for clients and its liabilities are client funding obligations. It's basically, they're just a way station for client cash. And so it just looks weird when you first pick it up. But beyond that though, like I said, high margin, high return, high free cash flow conversion to pay a dividend, and maybe even when we're lucky, buy back a little stock.
And being able to hold that client cash, a nice little boon for the business. Tyler, let's talk valuation. How well will ADP stock do over the next 5 years, and how safe is it? 10's a sure thing, 1's a lottery ticket.
I said 10 to 15%, safety score 7. All else equal, I'm not sure what would detract ADP from posting its 13% annualized returns over the past 20 years. But payroll processing seems like a corporate function AI could take over in the coming years. I just don't know if corporate entities will build internal AI tools, or they'll just let ADP build the AI tools for this and let them handle it because, liability, or if something goes wrong, it's nice to have a contractor do stuff like that for you. And that's why my safety score is down a little bit, because I'm just handicapping the possibility that AI solution could take part of ADP's business.
Yeah, you don't want that 89% ChatGPT answer when you're doing payroll, right? Where it's like, oh, it's pretty much right, but there's some glaring inaccuracies. Anyway, Matt.
No, I this must be opposite day because I'm the more pessimistic one out of me and Tyler because I gave it a 5 to 10% for expected 5-year returns, and I gave him the same safety score of 7. The safety score is mainly not higher because I think the business could be disrupted. The returns, it's because ADP seems pretty fairly valued right now. It's trading for about 24 times forward earnings for a business growing at a single-digit percentage. I expect growth rates to remain in the mid to high single digits over the next 5 years, and I see similar results in the stock price.
Thanks to Matt and Tyler, they've given ADP a solid overall score of 7.3 out of 10. For Toppits, Matt prefers Paycom, smaller competitor. Look out for a new scoreboard every market day at 7 p.m. Eastern. Next up is Pulte Homes. Till then, Fool on. Should we try to make some ADP hay? Then we'll get back to stupid stuff we're doing with our money.